Hi there, welcome to the ukestuff channel and welcome to this tutorial video for the play-along videos of Good For You by Olivia Rodrigo. Now, this is the clean version, so do keep that in mind. What we're going to do in this video, first of all, is we're going to look at the chords you need for GCEA soprano concert or tenor ukulele. Then we'll take a look at the chords you need for baritone DGBE ukulele, and then we'll talk about strumming, which it can be a little complicated on this song. Just want to remind you that you can jump ahead to certain parts of this video by using the slider below because there are chapters, so you can watch parts of this video that matter to you and then of course easily rewind if you need to see something a second time. If you like the chords that you see in this song, you can actually find the chord chart as presented here or tabs at ukestuff.info. Ukestuff is a collaborator with this site. And if you'd like to support the work here, first of all, like the video. Second, subscribe, and if you'd like to make a donation to this work or just buy me a coffee to say thanks, you can do so at buymeacoffee.com/ukestuff. All right, so let's begin with the chords you need for GCEA soprano concert or tenor ukulele. I'll be using this instrument. This is my Enya Nova concert ukulele. I've had it for quite a bit now. It is polycarbonate with some carbon fiber in it, and it has a neck illusions label on the neck, which is really cool, so they can customize those or do other patterns. So if you have an ukulele like this or any other ukulele, Neck Illusions can make you one there as well. All right, so there are 6 chords used here. The first chord is the E minor chord. Then you'll have the D chord. Now it's up to you how you want to play D. There are several ways to do it. I usually play D by putting my first finger at the top of the 3rd string, 2nd fret, my other 2 fingers around it, sort of like a G7 chord, so like an upside down V. That works best for me. Some people like to go straight in a line, some people like to use 1 finger, some people like to use 2 fingers, whatever works best for you. The next chord is the C chord, then the B7 chord. I like this one. There is a way to play D7 with a bar chord, but I like this B7, especially in this case. So first finger goes on the 2nd string, 2nd fret, 3rd finger goes on the 3rd string, 3rd fret, and 3rd finger goes on the 4th string, 4th fret. Then we have the A chord, and then we have the E chord. Now, the way that I'm going to play E in this video is I'm going to put my first finger on the 1st string, 2nd fret, and then I'm going to use my ring finger and bend it so that I cover strings 2, 3, and 4 right at the 4th fret, leaving the 1st fret open. That's how I'm going to play E there. Now, if you want to play E a different way and you want to shift to one of those other ways, so for example, you could bar the 4th fret and play with your pinky to get an E, or you could play the stretch your finger 1-4-0-2 format. Whatever E works best for you, you can use, but I'm going to be using that version of E in this video. And those are the 6 chords you need to play Good For You by Olivia Rodrigo on GCEA soprano concert or tenor ukulele. Now let's take a look at those same chords on baritone ukulele. For the baritone chords, I'll be using this instrument. This is my Flight NUB310. It's one of Flight's 2 baritone ukuleles. This one does come shipped with GCEA strings, so if you want to tune it DGBE like I have this one, you're going to have to get different strings for it. I'm using Living Water strings. They're all fluorocarbon, so there's no wound string like there are in many baritone sets. So the first chord you're going to need is the E minor chord, then the D chord, then the C chord, then the B7 chord, then the A chord, and finally the E chord. And those are the 6 chords you need to play Good For You by Olivia Rodrigo on baritone DGBE ukulele. All right, as it comes to strumming, first of all, there was no ukulele used in the original version of this song. So if you hear something different, play it. As long as what you're playing is at the right tempo and it fits the song, go ahead and do that. For some people, that might just be a simple single strum just to learn the song, and that's okay. But there are people that want a more specific strum. The number 1 question on the Play Along's YouTube channel is, what's the strumming pattern? So that's why these videos are created for people that need some help with that strumming pattern. Now at the beginning of the song, you have a bass line that's just operating, and we're trying to replicate that with a chord on ukulele. So we're going from the E minor chord to the D chord, and it's going to be like this. Then I play single chords for the C and then the B7. So I'm just going down, 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 then a C chord, and then B7 chord. And that's what I'm doing on this song in those parts of the song where you just have that bass line leading. Now, what about when this song picks up? Well, this is where you're going to need to do a chuck, or a palm mute, or a chunk. And ultimately, a chuck, chunk, palm mute is when your fingers hit the strings while you're making a chord, and then you stop it with the palm of your hand. Now that time I stopped it with my left hand, but if I'm playing here, I hit with my fingers and then I stop with that part of my hand. And it's really the hit of the fingers making the sound, and then just the hand stopping there from being any other residual noise as you play. If you don't know how to do that, it's going to take you a while to learn it. Just be ready for that. Don't expect it to be perfect right away. So that's a chuck or a palm mute or a chunk. So how do we put this in? Most of the time it's going to be like this. Down, up, chuck, chuck, up, down, up, chuck, chuck, up. And really, that is the island strum, which is... But instead of having down on 2 and 4, you actually have a chuck sound. So it's going to be like this. Now, what do I do for those last 2 chords? I just do single strums with my thumb on the last E minor and D there. So this progression again is... So just single strums on the end. And again, that whole chuck pattern is down, up, chuck, chuck, up. Now there are a couple other breaks in the song that you might want to be aware of. Here's the first one where you have that E major chord going to a D to an A. What I'm hearing there is down, 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 up, down, and then down, up, down, up, down, up. The other thing you want to be aware of is where Olivia is singing Maybe I'm Too Emotional, and I'm getting a sense of a down, up, and then a palm mute. Now you could also play that with a major chord, I guess. But what I'm hearing doesn't fit with a major chord, so I like the minor chord there better with what's going on. Again, it's just bass line actually in the song. And that is the other thing that you might want to add to the songs. That's everything you need to be successful on Good For You by Olivia Rodrigo. Thanks so much for joining me for this video. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll be back soon with some more uke stuff for you.